so much, Fandi. Thank you so very much.
You're welcome.
Wonderful opening. Um, am I coming out?
Very well. You're coming up there.
Great. Thank you so much, everyone. All right, thank you so much, dear friends. Again, as we assemble today for this weekly fundraising, I want to use this opportunity to thank everyone that have called in today to be with us in the building of our new nation, the United States of Biafra, which was declared on November the 29th in United Kingdom, 2024. Thank you so much, Honorable Christopher, for holding sway. And thank you so much, Honorable Princess Udrak, for that wonderful opening prayer. Thank you so much, Fandi, for that opening speech. Welcome, dear friends. It's been a busy week for all of us, right? It's been a very, very busy week. While we try to navigate to restore humanity to that part of the world in West Africa, which a lot of people, countries, are supporting us. We are very, very happy for where we are. We are very happy for all of the United States of Biafra people and government for stabilizing the quality. And when we say we stabilize the quality, some may not know, but Biafrans are fully aware of what that means. We are very, very happy where we are. Thank you so much, Biafrans. As Fandi has said, we have a very busy task today for our fundraising, which is the end of the month fundraising. We want to ensure we do what we know best to do, which is supporting the rebuilding of our new nation, the United States of Biafra, and also helping to stabilize the humanitarian needs of thousands of innocent Biafrans that are locked up in different jails across Nigeria and across Biafra territory. Thousands of innocent Biafrans that have been murdered by the Nigerian state, and they are still murdering as we speak. Just this morning, yesterday night, in the state of Ebonyi, the Nigerian state, Tinubu, and his recruited, reintegrated terrorists murdered over 5 innocent Biafrans in the state of Ebonyi state. Behead them, burn their homes, many of them taken away. These are clashes between the reintegrated terrorists brought by Nigeria state and camped in the state of Ebonyi and the indigenous citizens. Nothing like clash of indigenous people. Now Nigeria state is the engineer of this killings, this beheadings of innocent Biafrans in the state of Ebonyi, Biafra territory. This happened just this morning. Tinubu and Christopher Musa engineered these agents planted them in Biafra land. And what is their assignment? Anyone that is a genuine Biafran, anyone that wants their freedom, anyone that talks about the freedom of the Biafra people, any indigenous people of Biafra, kill them, name them, cut off their heads. The Islamic extremism, as we speak, is currently going on in the Biafra territory. engineered by the Nigerian president, Tinubu, Christopher Musa, and the legitimized governors. The Ebonyi State governor is part, the old Ebonyi, part of this killing that has happened in the state of Ebonyi this morning. I believe I was counting dead bodies. I'm getting reports as we speak, and I'm trying to put the whole reports together before submitting that. But the legitimized Ebonyi State governor, working closely with the Nigeria state, has engineered this killing of innocent Biafrans in the state of Ebonyi. And we will retaliate these killings. We will not allow the Nigeria state to use these delegitimized governors to continue to kill our people in our own land. That is not going to happen. We are not going to keep quiet. Nigeria state is the chief executive of all the crimes that is going on today in the whole southeastern and southern part of Nigeria. It is Tinubu and their delegitimized politicians that are abusing all the human rights, subjugating, destroying, killing innocent indigenous Nigerians and innocent indigenous Biafrans. Nobody else does that. It is the criminal terrorist Nigerian state. Just as they did in the state of Ebonyi this morning. We have live reports of the Nigerian state invading quiet Biafran communities in Hillocks, wielding AK-47, wearing Nigeria military and police uniform. And as they were doing this to suppress the indigenous people, the integrated following terrorists they brought into that community had a killing spree. They gave them free arms to be killing innocent indigenous in this state of Ebonyi. We will ensure that these killings will be revenged to the Nigerian state. I've gotten several reports of innocent indigenous Biafrans that the Nigerian state, headed by Tinubu, have attacked very early in the morning, yesterday and today. I have reports of armed, wielding Nigeria security men in Hillocks, invading innocent homes of indigenous Biafrans, indigenous Biafran state governors, indigenous state commissioners. Tinubu sent his men to go and attack these people. They will not allow that to continue. We cannot allow this to continue. Give me 1 second, please. Okay. And again, we all witnessed the suppression and oppression of the Biafran people that happened this week when the Nigerian president, Tinubu, and Christopher Musa, as usual, because that is what they do every day, kill those that are trying to oppose their Islamic agenda in Biafra land. That was why the killing in Ebonyi State happened. Make no mistake about the cause of anything that happened. It is Tinubu, Christopher Musa, and the legitimized governors they planted in Biafra territory that engineered the killing of all these people lying, lifeless, their heads chopped off in the state of Ebonyi. This is what the Nigerian state, the genocide, the Nigerian state, Tinubu continues to perpetrate of evil. This cannot go on. This must stop. These are Christians lying on the streets of the state of Ebony, Biafra territory. The killers are the reintegrated terrorists brought in by the Nigerian state, Christopher Musa and the Tinubu. These are the people that conducted this killing, shielded by the Nigerian police and military and other security agencies. We got the pictures, we got the hillocks, we got when they were moving 4 a.m. between 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. in Biafra territory in the heat of the night. That was when Tinubu told them to move. That was when they started attacking the innocent Biafran indigenous neighborhoods. I have all of the records. And by the break of day, we have tens of innocent indigenous people lying lifeless in the quiet community of the state of Ebonyi, engineered by Tinubu. Many of them, their heads were cut off. Many of them were taken inside the bush. Many of them, their horns were burnt. We are still looking for some of them. This is the job of the Nigerian President Tinubu, Christopher Musa, Charles Saludo, but all these delegitimized Southeast governors in the Biafra territory. This is what Odedum Nandekano was fighting to stop. This is what Prime Minister Simon Ekpa was fighting to stop. But Tinubu and the Nigerian state, they wanted to continue their terrorism in Biafra land. That is how they roll with the AK-47, with the following terrorists, with the swords, with the pistols. That is how they roll in Biafra territory. And we are not going to allow or fold our hands while Tinubu and his people continue to kill our people. We are not going to fold our hands. We will defend our people. We will defend them with everything we got, legally and otherwise. Self-defense is all right. Self-determination is all right. Removing colonial masters in our land, it is our right. We will use every means possible to retaliate. These killings conducted this morning in the state of Ebonyi by Christopher Musa, Tinubu, the Ebonyi State Governor Charles Saludo, Otsi Mbako Salima, and their cohorts, the Elubagos, Udaga James, Asare Dakowa and God. The United States of Biafra citizens, the elite, will ensure these killings will be revenged. So, promise. Again, we all witness, the whole world witnessed this week, when Nigeria President Tinubu colluded, working closely with the delegitimized Charles Soludo in the old Anambra State, shut down the People's Market, their market on for almost 3-4 days. I believe it's still on now. For no reason. For no cause. They've not committed any crime. Just because the millions of Biafrans have decided that every Monday is going to be a voluntary sit at home. Voluntary sit at home. Voluntarily, they have decided every Monday is going to be a sit at home because they go to their market on Sunday. They go to market on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They want to rest every Monday. Biafrans want to rest every Monday. They desire time to rest. It is the right thing for them to rest after so much busy week. 3-4 years, Biafra people has been voluntarily sitting at home every Monday. Both the bankers, both everywhere, every business. It is a voluntary wish of the people to rest every Monday in their homes. So what did Nigerian terrorist state, Tinubu, Christopher Musa, Charles Soludo do? What did they do? They decided they must force Biafrans to open their stores on Monday. After being in business from Sunday to Saturday, Charles Soludo didn't legitimize the governor of the old Anambra State, because right now, in that state, we have 3 states: the state of Ikemba, the state of Odunebu, and the state of Omakala, which Biafrans have voted, and we've elected our 3 new governors in those states. So Tinubu and Christopher Musa Soludo wanted to disrupt that democracy which Biafra people has given to these 3 governors. So what did they do? Tinubu decided to shut down the businesses of innocent Biafrans. On Tuesday, he did it. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Because Biafrans refused to open their store on Monday. Charles Soludo is now forcing Biafrans to open their stores on Monday, because the voluntary closure of all shops in Biafra territory every Monday is a civil action which Biafrans have collectively done to delegitimize Nigeria. By that singular action, they send a message to the whole world that now United States of Biafra is an independent nation. Now, what is Tinubu trying to do? Tinubu wants to counter that independence, which Biafrans are showing every Monday. That was why he and Charles Soludo now decided to kind of try to discredit the United States of Biafra government by saying that Biafrans should open their shops on Mondays. Biafrans have refused to open their shops on Mondays, because they didn't follow the order of Tinubu and Charles Soludo. What did Soludo do? He now said he's going to close his stores on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But for what? To suffer the Biafra people. 1, 2, to infringe on the fundamental human rights of Biafrans. 3, to force Biafrans to recognize Nigeria, which we already have exited. We have exited from Nigeria on November 29th, 2024, after over 50 million Biafrans through a self-referendum voted both at home and online to exit Nigeria. And after that, over 1,500 Biafrans gathered in Latin Finland on November 29th, 2024, to declare the United States of Biafra, to redeclare the Republic of Biafra, which was a nation between 1967 and 1970. As it stands now, Nigeria is currently occupying a foreign land. They are currently occupying a sovereign nation, which is the United States of Biafra, with the 40 states of the Biafra land. The Nigerian state has been written, peacefully written to them and their allies. We are a sovereign nation. You must remove your reintegrated terrorists from our land. The United States of Biafra is a Christian nation, and there is no way, no how, no time we can cohabit with a country that reintegrates non-terrorists into their country and recruits them into the military, the police, and the different security apparatus. That is what the United States of Biafra people have done. That is exactly what we are doing. Charles Soludo forcefully, illegally unleashed Nigeria Army and Police to all the markets in the Onitsha environment, which is under the United States of Biafra, with the armored tanks, all documented, wielding AK-47, loaded with bullets. And Tinubu instructed them, any Biafran that tries to open their shop on Tuesday, kill the person immediately. Kill them. Then the legitimized governor, Solukudo, was there with these armed terrorists to kill innocent genuine Biafrans that came to shop on Tuesday to open their market. Nigeria State mounted this reintegrated military and police wielding AK-47, armored tanks, military bands, bullions in Biafra territory, in my market territory, in Kosovo, in Ochanja, and all the other markets in environments, every junction. Biafra people being the peaceful people that we are, non-violent people that we are. We tore the path of peace everywhere we go. We refused, again, we refused to engage the Nigeria state. We refused to engage President Tinubu, Christopher Musa, and the terrorists that support them. We refused to engage Charles Soludo, Musodima, Otimba, all of them that does the same thing in different formats, in different ways. This is just one of them. This is what Biafrans go through every single day. This is what Christian Biafrans go through every single day in the hand of the terrorist state of Nigeria. This is what we go through every day. We refuse to engage them the way they want to engage us. Tinubu brought those armored tanks in Memarket Onitsha. Innocent, quiet community of indigenous Biafrans, where they go to market every day, just like their business center, where they go to make their daily living. Tinubu and Charles Soludo and their cohorts willfully, voluntarily, on their own accord, disrupted the economic viability of the Biafra people. They disrupted that. And because of that, apart from the different agencies, individuals that have sued Charles Soludo, the United States of Biafra government has instituted a 50 billion naira suit against Charles Soludo and his cohorts. We have few names from main market Onitsha that we are party to this criminality. We have few names that have spoken from the Nigerian state. All of them are joined in this lawsuit that we started very, very soon in the land of Onitsha. Once again, we have instituted a 50 billion naira lawsuit against Charles Soludo and some leaders in Memarket Onitsha and the Nigerian state. And I want our allies, thank you all, to watch how this is going to end. As we do this, we will continue to ensure we crumble that entity, where people are killed by the second, people are killed by the minute. The right of the people to open their shops, to open their main market on the right for people to go to their businesses is a fundamental human right. No one has the right to force somebody to go and open the market. In fact, this is more than slavery, and we will never allow this type of slavery to continue in this 21st century. That is why we are going to use every legal means to stop this type of subjugation and ensure it never ever happens again in the land of death. The world and our allies are seeing how the Nigerian government treats its own people, treats its own citizens, how and why thousands have died without anyone speaking for them. No one speaking for them because they use the barriers of the car every time. That brings me to the question that United Nations must suspend Nigeria from being a member organization. African Union, the Commonwealth, they must suspend Nigeria from being member nations because Nigeria does not follow the rules laid down by these organizations. And if this organization does not suspend Tinubu Nigeria from their organization, then that means these organizations are fraud. That means they are purposefully killing indigenous Biafrans, indigenous Christians. If they do not suspend Nigeria that have engaged in this lawless activity against the citizens, that means something is wrong somewhere. And that can no longer be tolerated. United Nations, Commonwealth, Africa, you cannot be preaching and talking about human rights. You cannot be preaching and talking about security. You cannot be preaching and talking about insecurity, making the world a better place. And you allow Nigeria to be a member of your organization. Seeing what they've done this week, seeing what they've done to indigenous Biafrans by closing down, shutting down the market of people by force, using the force of the gun, using the barrels of the gun, using armored tankers to surround the whole Biafran market, the whole Onisha market. You must suspend Nigeria from these world bodies. If not, there will be no integrity. There will be no integrity left. But I want to thank the United States of Biafra citizens, the 80 million Biafrans, those of you that live in Onisha, those of you that have shops in the market Onisha. I thank you so much for your resolutiveness. I thank you so much for your restraint. I thank you so much for your restraint. The United States of Biafra and its court. I thank you so much for your restraint. I thank you that we are not pushed to that place where the Nigerian state wanted to push us, but rather we will use every legal means to ensure that the criminality of the Nigerian state of Charles Soludo is brought to an end. It's already coming to an end. I want to use this opportunity to tell Biafrans, the voluntary mandate sit at home continues in the whole Biafran territory until those four conditions which we have talked about is met. What are those conditions? The removal of the Nigerian terrorist state from the 40 states of Biafra. The release of the Biafran leader in the country. The release of our Prime Minister Simon Eba. The full protection of the 40 states of Biafra. Until that is done, the voluntary mandate at home continues. This is the wish of the people. This is what the people want. This is their own volition. This is the way they want to say. They do not want to cohabit with a country that integrates and rehabilitates no terrorists. No one can stop this. can stop that. Only the United States of Biafra, only the Biafra people will choose when, how to start the voluntary monthly siege at home in Biafra territory. Nobody else. Tinubu cannot stop the monthly siege at home in our nation. Soludo cannot stop that. No legitimized governor has the right to stop that. It is the wish of the people. The people have decided that is what they want to do. They must, their wishes must be respected. I wanted to use this opportunity to also, again, those of us that were in the studio space with us yesterday. I thank you all so much. Thank you for yesterday. Most of the things that I wanted to clarify has been was said back there, even though we had a couple of distractions here and there. But I wanted to use this opportunity to make certain things clear too. A lot of us are witnessing the criminality of Nigerian state. So recently, I was reading this morning when the so-called IPOB organization, they now wrote a memo to tell the world there is nothing like a more powerful. So all this while, Tinubu and the Nigerian state and the Nigerian news media has been projecting somebody that does not exist anywhere, called a more powerful. The Nigerian newspapers, engineered by Tinubu, has been using that name, a more powerful, as a human being that is speaking for indigenous people of Biafra or whatever they call themselves as an organization. Now, this morning I was reading where they said there is nothing like a more powerful. It's a pseudonym. It's a pseudonym. So it's not really a human being. It's a pseudonym to stop Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu. It's a pseudonym to stop Simon Ekpa. So that name, that pseudonym, which the Nigerian state is using to deceive the world, that these are the IPOB people. Now, they have come out, they are fighting among themselves now. They have come out now to show the world there is nothing like that. That is how criminal Nigerian state is. Flaunting a non-existent name. And Nigerian media, we are carrying it on their newspapers, saying, Imapowafu gave this name, Imapowafu did this and all that. So now you can see the criminality of not just the Nigerian state, but some of the media houses that have been brought over by the Nigerian state. We all are here. We all are watching. Nothing. Nobody, no individual, no country, nobody, no organization will tamper with the full restoration of the United States of Biafra, which was declared on November 29th. So all these things coming out now, the ones they call themselves the pseudonym, the ones that are calling themselves the POS, these are all agents that have worked closely with the Nigerian state over the past 4 or 5 years to destroy Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu, to destroy our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. They were working closely with the Nigerian state to label innocent Biafrans, innocent Christians as terrorists. And that's exactly what they've succeeded in doing. That is why Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu is in jail today. That is why Nigeria colluded with Finland to take away our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. But be not moved, be not deceived. Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu is not the terrorist. Prime Minister Simon Ekpa is not the terrorist. All they seek for is to have our own nation, which was a nation between 1967 and 1970, just like Somaliland, just like some other countries that were nations before, and invaded by the terrorist state. And now, they they discovered they cannot cohabit with those terrorist states. And that's exactly why the people of Biafra converged to redeclare our independence with the name and title of the United States of Biafra, with 40 state governors. I'm very happy that almost every Biafran now is in line with that 40 state established by our Prime Minister. So those criminals that be telling you people anything other than the 40 states, when they were, you all remember when they were asking about the region or something, the Igbo nation, all this nonsense. These are distractions planted inside Biafra land by the Nigerian state to disturb what we are doing for this time. Again, all of us are putting away today. There is nothing like IPOB organization. All Biafrans, all indigenous Biafrans, we are all IPOB. What is the meaning? Indigenous people of Biafra. That is what we are. About 80 million population of indigenous people of Biafra. All of them are right now under the United States of Biafra and under the United States of Biafra government and cabinet, the 40 states of Biafra, the elite squad, the heads of nations, the 80 million Biafrans. We all are indigenous people of Biafra. I am currently the head of the indigenous people of Biafra. Indigenous people of Biafra. That is who we are. We are not indigenous people of Biafra organization or indigenous people of Biafra anything. The IPOB is who we are. It is our culture. It is our nature. That is the IPOB. When you do Nnamdi Kanu is talking about, it is the same IPOB or Prime Minister Simon Eba is talking about. Not the IPOB organization where they said they swear, where they swear oath, where they said they are organization, where they pretend to be representing indigenous, the 80 million indigenous people of Biafra. No. So there is nothing like IPOB organization. The IPOB that was established by Nnamdi Kanu, immediately he was arrested when he was revisioned from Kenya to Nigeria. The Nigeria DSS, they hijacked the IPOB organization that Nnamdi Kanu founded. So anyone coming out from anywhere now telling you they are IPOB, ask them first, are you in the organization or you are just the 80 million IPOB under the leadership of Dr. Orabueze and the United States of Biafra cabinet and the 40 state governors and the elite squad and the United States of Biafra Liberation and the United States of Biafra Defense Forces and the United States of Biafra Police and the United States of Biafra Navy and Air Force. All these are under the United States of Biafra government as we speak. So anything outside the continuum of only Nnamdi Kanu to our Prime Minister Simon Eba to Dr. Orabueze, that is fake and fraudulent, being engineered and pioneered by the Nigerian state. You all remember this IPOB organization, which is under Tinubu, Christopher Musa, and the Nigerian DSS. They were the ones that sent members of this so-called IPOB organization to go to Finland and witness against our Prime Minister, lie against our Prime Minister Simon Eba. This IPOB organization, with some people like Uchechi, Obukano, and Co, and their mediocres are represented, has nothing to do with the freedom of our people, with the freedom of the 80 million Biafrans that has been declared. So I want our allies and the world and Biafrans to make sure you note this. sent their IPOB organization members to Finland to go and lie against our Prime Minister, to go and lie there is no Christian genocide in Nigeria, to go and lie that our Prime Minister is the one making Biafrans to sit at home every Monday, to go and lie, so many lies, that the Finland government colluded with Nigerian government because of the economic gain, which Finland has gotten the contract in Lekki. All of us are fully aware of that. A couple of contracts they said they are having in Nigeria. But again, good luck to you, Finland and Nigeria. I believe even those contracts, the indigenous Lagos people, the indigenous Nigerians in those areas, you will never be successful in these contracts. Again, the United States of Biafra government will continue to work closely with those who are genuinely in the restoration process of our new nation. Those who are genuinely seeking for that path, seeking for that course. Again, I call on the Nigerian state to respect the will and the wish of the Biafra people, and to know that the time has gone when you kill us and go home and sleep peacefully. You cannot continue to kill innocent Biafrans. The world has known that Nigeria is the biggest terrorist we have, one of the biggest we have today. Almost all the killings happening in Nigeria today and in Biafra land is engineered, initiated, sponsored by the Nigerian state headed by President Tinubu, Christopher Musa. They are the head of all the criminal activities, all the killings, all the possible removal of indigenous Nigerians and indigenous Biafrans today. It is the Nigerian state, because that is how they roll. That is how the Islamic extremists, that is how they roll. Disappearing people, killing people, cutting off their head, chopping off their head, killing women. The other day in Kano, Kaduna, 6 family members murdered by the Nigeria state using the integrated terrorists. Nigeria state cannot handle the terrorists they brought into that enclave. That is why the only solution to stop things and to make people leave is the outright dissolution of Nigeria. Nothing will stop the breakup of Nigeria. Nobody, no opposition, no company. If you like, we signed $100 billion oil contract. I was seeing all their shenanigans from Turkey, some of these countries, all this propaganda they are carrying. I am telling you, none of those things you do, no contract, no deal can stop the destruction of Nigeria. The dissolution of Nigeria must happen for people to live. Life is more important than any business. Life is more important than any business. So those of you signing contracts with Nigeria, you better go and cancel those contracts, because the indigenous Nigerians, indigenous Biafrans, none of that contract will force, we cross their territory arms. No matter what. Turkey, if you like, sign $1 trillion contract of defense with the Nigeria state. I'm telling you, it ends on that paper you have with Tinubu and Biako Chukwu that was marrying herself for everyone of the people. That's where it ends. That can never cross Biafra territory. I'm sure they were already telling you that it never cross Biafra. So you can go to Lagos State and maintain the contract you signed with Tinubu, or you can go somewhere else anyway. But trust me, rest assured. The southeast and south part of Nigeria, where that oil comes from, you can never cross that. So again, I thank all Biafrans for what you're doing. I thank you for your restraints. I thank you for following this criminal state of Nigeria. This terrorist Soludo that thinks he has the power because he got the balance of the gun. We are going to show you it's not just by the balance of the gun that you make the world a better place. The United States of Biafra is seeking a world, is seeking a country where the power, the peace lies with the people, not with those that are wielding AK-47 in our times, in different places. But the promise I'm giving you is you cannot kill any Biafran person and get impunity. We will defend our people. We will retaliate. We are not going to fold our hands while you come and kill us and destroy our businesses and burn our homes. I saw some of the houses that the Nigerian state, Tinubu and Christopher Musa bought in Ebonyi State. And I'm telling you, those houses you bought, you find a way. I'm telling you. You get the same measure that you've given to us. Thank you so much, dear friends. Continue to donate your money for humanitarian help, for rebuilding our nation. All those homes that Tinubu and Christopher Musa have burnt down this early morning, we are going to rebuild them. We need this money to rebuild those homes. We need this money to bring out thousands of innocent Biafrans that are locked up in different jails across Nigeria and indefinitely. We need money to send their children to school. We need money for their family members to go to hospitals. We need money to feed them. We need money to build our new nation. So if you are donating $1 before, please make it 100 right now. You must triple your donations, because with these donations, we have been able at least let the world know what we are going through. That was why Nigeria has been designated as a country of particular concern, because they have no respect for the rule of law. They have no respect for human dignity. They do not even know. They do not even know what discipline is. And that is why Nigerian politicians have been declared as people of particular concern. Soludo is one of them. This lawsuit we are instituting, Soludo, you will pay this money. If you have to go and borrow money from your ex-masters, you will do that, but you will pay. The main markets of the people, they also want the Ochanja people. These markets that you shut down for almost 5 days, and they lost the income. All that income, you will pay that. You will pay that. If you like, bring all the barrels of God that Tinubu and Christopher Musa is giving you. I will let you know. I will let you know. Biafrans will always follow the path of law and the path of peace. And you will pay this money to Biafrans. The behavior of Soludo and Tinubu Christopher Musa is why Nigeria has been declared as the most dangerous country in the world to live today, as we speak. And they want to carry that great knife into Biafra land. And we say, no, we don't want it. We don't want to be the most dangerous country in the world for Christians to live. Biafrans are Christians. The only security at this time that are allowed to defend Biafran people are the Biafran Elite Code, the United States of Biafra Immigration Army, the United States of Biafra Defense Forces, the United States of Biafra Police, the United States of Biafra Navy and Air Force. The United States of Biafra comprises of the United States of Biafra, the United States of Biafra government, the Biafra Republic government in exile, the United States of Biafra de facto homeland, under one leadership of Dr. Orabueze and the United States of Biafra cabinet at this time. Anyone that tries to tell you anything different is the agent of the Nigerian state. And Biafra people will never allow it to stop them from safety abandonment. On that note, family, I give it back to you. Thank you so much, Biafra.